it up. Hart keeps it going. That's Paul Kahn. They get it away to Forster, then outside, then to Steve Cherry, back inside. It goes to the final tangle. So Brigginshaw puts up the bomb. Forster's back there just about on his own. Someone's got it. It's a try. Pitch it away to Hickey. Oh, it's going to be intercepted by Steve Cherry. This will be the first try of the match. Cherry up over the quarter line, racing for the try, and Redcliffe in for the first try of the match. An intercept by Steve Cherry. Coming up, Colin Parks. Right on the quarter line, away goes. The little fella sneaking his way through. He's right through. He's in for the try. Colin Parks, how did he get through? I don't know, but he's there. Lewis sends a big long one to Russell Clyde. Flicks it back over his shoulder. He can't get to it. Now got a toe to it. Now it's taken up by Steve Cherry. Cherry's only got to get a bounce, and he does, and it's away. And it's a ball game now. As Cherry swells away, swells away, gets the lead by 20-0.
The one we've all been waiting for, the grand final between Easts and Redcliffe. Redcliffe last won a grand final back in 1965. For Eastern Suburbs, it was a little bit recent than that. It was 1978. It's going to be a big one, Mick. You've gone for Redcliffe.
Yes, I have, Bill. Not with great confidence. I think it'll be a very tight game. The atmosphere is beautiful here at Lang Park. Holiday mood, actually, as you can hear from behind us. But whoever has the condition, I feel, for this afternoon to last the distance, rather, steamy down here, even though there's a bit of the clouds gone now, or the clouds are out now, but it's been rather steamy all afternoon. I think it'll get steamier as the afternoon gets on.
Yes, there's been a cloud cover coming and going, with the sun poking through. There's been a fair bit of rain here, of course, and that means we're getting some humidity, and that will make it a little bit tough for players as the afternoon goes on. That's how we see it from this side of things. Now Mitch Brennan leading them onto the field for the 1983 Brisbane Rugby League Grand Final. Mitch Brennan returning to Brisbane this year. Some thought he was going to play with South, but he's ended up at Redcliffe, and towards the end of the season, when things really matter, he's come up well. Of course, for Redcliffe, the injury to front row Richie Moss has caused a reshuffle of the Redcliffe pack. Coach John Barner has brought in Trevor Benson as his block forward today. He's only scored. There's a bit of work on him today. It means that Wally Fulham's best the second row, and John Boxall takes Boxall's place in the front row. Jerry Lamb, who replaced Big Ty against Valley's last week, retains his second row spot. He's kicked very well, and that makes quite a deal of difference. That's what they were lacking in their first game against Eastern Suburbs. Whilst down to the forwards, Paul Kahn holds the key to them, and Mitch Brennan, the skipper, is certainly another danger man in this Redcliffe. There's a couple of Tigers coming through the blitz, and there's Larry Brigginshaw to lead Eastern Suburbs onto the field for the big one today. Through the games, the mighty Tigers. Eastern Suburbs, of course, have made only one change at the time of the Brisbane in the major semi-final just 2 weeks ago. Steve Stacey, of course, has failed to make it, and 19-year-old Mark McDonald makes it. It's a big one here this afternoon coming into the side. He's played under 11 first-grade games, so he certainly has the pressure on him in this match. In the forwards, of course, there are several big young players there, capable of break, but none more so than Gavin Jones. He's developed this season as one of our best prospects, and they're on the ballers. Dying to keep him in the state, and he'll certainly be out to finish up with a big one today for the season, of course, and then he's off to England with the Queensland team. Gavin Jones, one of the danger men that Redcliffe have to watch out for this afternoon. And of course, Vic Ty, there he is. Vic not playing today, and he'd be one of the most disappointed men in the city at the moment.
Yes, I think Barber'd be a little disappointed he hasn't got him out on the field too, but of course, dislocated the elbow, and that's the end of Vic. And I believe it's the end of his career too. He's stopping this year.
Well, he was going to retire and hoping to go out on a winning note. The best he can do is sit there and watch his teammates go through it. He's one of the most popular players on the peninsula. And I know that they'll be playing a little bit harder for Vic Ty here this afternoon. Okay, getting ready for it. Referee Eddie Ward blows the whistle. They're underway in the 83 Brisbane Rugby League Grand Final. From the kickoff, Colin Part feeds it away. And coming up there will be the winger in John Chapman. So now, what can we expect in the first 10 minutes, Michael?
A little bit of rugged stuff, or we should, although the last time these teams played, nothing like that at all happened.
Last time they did play, it was pretty straight up and down. Eastern Suburbs, of course, won that match by 11 points to 5. Here's ball Garn. Garn put down on the tackle of McNally. Getting up to play it now. Dummy half is Shane Bernardin. Cuts over the head of Benson and eventually back there to Terry Webb, so they're going to use Webb quite a bit. Gavin Payne back there to take it. Payne starts to move. He's up to the halfway mark before the man running it out. Oh, sends a pass to no one. Lindenberg eventually picks it up. That's not good stuff. McNally.
They were still able to recover, though, Eastern Suburbs. Redcliffe slow to get on top of that.
Here's McNally away from the dummy half, trying to bullock his way through.
That's the way to hit the line.
Now the dummy half coming up is Sal. It is the final tackle. There's the little Lindenberg. Lindenberg up nice and high. This is a good one. Plenty of pressure on. Up goes Forster. Down comes Forster, and he's taken it in the end goal area.
Oh, took it beautifully. Heaps of pressure. This is grand final.
Here's their chance now. Let's see what happens. Mitch Brennan. Brennan pulled out a couple of metres out. Now it's the final tackle. Fullerton Smith from dummy half. Fullerton Smith back over there to Bernardin. Bernardin has another little kick. Carrying across fields. Oh, going for it was Jerry. They're still going. Did he get a hand to it? No. No try. That was a bit of a surprise. Here's a kick now by Trevor Benson. But it's not into touch. So Gavin Payne will run it out. Payne now gets it away to Kelly. Here's a bit of a chance to Brad Backer. There's plenty of cover on the play. He got it back to Kelly, though. Kelly stepping out. Centre kick's not a bad idea because here comes Payne up the centre. Will he get there? It'll be over the dead ball line. No! No, no try. Drop out from underneath the goal now. Let's have another look at it.
I don't know. I think it's a tap from the 22. I don't think
yes.
he got to touch it. Great work from Ray Kelly here. He's just about to drop it on the left shoe. Beautiful stuff. And that put Redcliffe into total chaos.
Payne was the man who was taking off up centre field there.
And it bounced out. So before he even got there, and the support slow to get to Fullerton Smith then.
Bernardin dummy half. Now back on to Mitch Brennan. Brennan moving solidly here. He's got Payne to beat. Coming on in from behind was Backer. Payne will pull him down about 10 metres out from that line. He'll get up to play it. Bleakley's up his dummy half. Kick through his legs, but it's into touch.
Oh, exciting first half. Brennan asking Mr. Ward what went on.
He wasn't terribly happy about a little bit in there.
Good tactics from Payne, and he got away with it.
This will be the final scrum of the first half. Hooter about to go. As Colin Part lines up with it. In by Part, he'll take it out. Cross over there to Bleakley. Bleakley trying to cut up the centre, but he's well wrapped up, and it's half-time at Lang Park. And a half-time score sees Eastern Suburbs leading by 2 points to 0. Colin Part feeds the scrum. Penalty East. Penalty Eastern Suburbs out of that scrum.
Well, they're not winning the scrums, Redcliffe, that they need, and there's Mark Murray.
Talking about those scrums, Mick, they're going East's way by 11 to 6. He's warming up, Murray.
Yes.
John Barber looks as though he might throw the halfback into the action.
Where? I don't know.
Yes, that is a decision to make. Quite a decision to make. So now Eastern Suburbs take the tap inside the quarter. No tries on the board as yet at Lang Park. Both teams defending quite desperately. Lindenberg running across field. Now he gets it away to Gavin Jones. Here's the big second roll on the bustle. He's going for that corner, but oh, he's into touch. Very, very close again.
Oh, let's have a look at that. Really strong running.
There's Mark Murray. Getting ready to go on the field. Here it is. Now, Lindenberg was in a bit of trouble here, but he got it to Kelly. They all seem to run away from him a bit. Then here he goes, working across field, and then to Jones. Not much in that one either, Mick.
No.
And the big fellow going for the corner.
And it was Colin Part who held
Redcliffe
him
in
back.
possession. Dummy half. Here's Shane Bernardin. He in turn sends it back to Mark Murray. Put to the ground, and there's the changeover.
Well, fitness is going to tell now. who's the fittest team, because that's the team that will win the 1983 Grand Final.
This is Wayne Lindenberg. Lindenberg still going. He got it back inside to Tengdahl. Tengdahl up over the halfway. Has he got the pace? Tengdahl stretching out. Chapman making a bit of headway. And he he's in. Tengdahl will run around and score underneath the post. And Eastern Suburbs in for the first try. And that could be the secret of the whole thing. He's over for the try. And he had one little look. Chapman had to have a go, but he just couldn't touch him. And he's driving for the line, taking notice of Brad Backer, who's saying, take it round, and still talking to him all the way around. So Eastern Suburbs in for a try and a lead of 6 to 0.
Flankers ball. They've been trying to take it in the forwards.
So it's 6 points to 0 at the moment. Shane McNally attempting to make it 8 points to 0. And he does. So Eastern Suburbs lead Paul Kahn in front, but he moved away from Kahn, brings it up to about 20 metres out from his own line. Lachlan Bogle is the dummy half. Bogle over the quarter. So it's Maxau. He's content to run it out. There's McDonald over there, Mick. He's getting into the action. So over to Wayne Lindenberg. Lindenberg through. No support, has he? He has Backer, flicked the back inside, end up beautifully in Backer's hands, and this will be a try. Brad Backer away with 3 Eastern Suburbs players inside, and that'll wrap up the 83 Winfield Cup as Brad Backer is over underneath the post. And Eastern Suburbs career away with a big lead now of 12 points. No one inside except his own players. Around goes Brad Backer, and he is over underneath the post. Shane McNally about to convert the try. It's 12 points to 0, soon to become 14 points to 0, and Eastern Suburbs have it all wrapped up.
Oh, they've earned it. I've been watching Lindenberg all day. There's Backer in the corner. Well, he wasn't. He was right under the pace.
There's a kick by McNally. It's over. And the game is as good as over. It's been a top-class final. 4 minutes remaining. And Eastern Suburbs have a lead. He's lost it, so back it goes then across to Gavin Payne. Payne will be grabbed by... Oh, no! Breaking away, Steve Cherry with the try.
Oh, how easy was that? Payne absolutely crestfallen there. They wanted to keep Redcliffe tryless. Watch this.
So did I at the double.
Well, the ball is knocked on. It goes back to Payne. Right now, he runs with the ball, and watch this. Cherry goes, oh, thank you very much. Extracts it from him and scored that try beautifully for Eastern Suburbs. Up until that point, it was, well, 50-50. And counting down.
Counting down, all right. Crowd getting ready to come onto the field. The hoot is just about to go. And referee Eddie Ward calls it off, but it's all over. And Eastern Suburbs have won the 1983 Winfield Cup. And I would imagine a very elated Johnny Lang down there with all of the Eastern Suburbs supporters and also, of course, their reserves.
Well, for Eastern Suburbs, a big game to Trevor Patterson. I've given it to Trevor in the Eastern Suburbs side. He had a lot of mates pushing him. And in the Redcliffe side, Colin Part. I couldn't go past Colin Part today. A magnificent game by their halfback. But what a great grand final. Congratulations to Eastern Suburbs. They really deserved it. And it took a while to get that speed going. But I think their condition and youth told in the long run.
Well, for some of these young fellows, players like Trevor Patterson make a great way to finish off the season. Winning the Rothmans gold medal at the start of the week and coming out of the end of the week with the Winfield Cup.
My word. Big game.
Gavin Jones in there a short time ago, but that's the full-time score. East have defeated Redcliffe by 14 points to 6. There's McDonald, had a good game in this grand final here today. Teddy Barrenkamp, the president of East, walking about there.
You won't let us down, for you're fit and you're smart and your tactics always fool the rest. Tigers for premiers, the fittest and the best. East, you are the greatest, always out there in the lead. Just watch them fall to your strength, skill and speed as you fight and you strive to get those points and top the score. So for the Tigers, let's hear a mighty